Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem, we want to continue. We left off last time in the section over here talking about the word samim. And we said that the word samim is kach lecha samim. That's the second page we left from the previous video, from previous class. And we said that the word samim, sin samech mem yud mem, stands for 60, 40, 10, and 40. If you make a gematria of that is 60 and 40 is 100. 10 and 40 is 50, 150. It says Ain Hey Im HaKolel is Gematria 151, Kuf Nun Aleph. So if you're counting the word itself, it's 150 plus you counting the word itself, it comes out to be Kuf Nun Aleph, which is one of the God's name that brings salvation. Eheye, when God told to Moshe, my name for salvation of Egypt will be Eheye Asher Eheye. This is the name that I am using right now to take them out of Egypt, and that's the name I'm going to use in the future salvation that I'm going to bring to the Jewish nation. So that's the name that we have over here. That's the Aleph, then and the name Eheye in the open way, it's called Milui. It's Aleph Lamed Pei, which is 111. Gematria of it is, right, 80, 30, and 1, it's going to be together 111. Hey, it's going to be 5 and 5. Which is already 10, Yud is 10, Vav is 6, Dalet is 4. You come out to be 20, that's 30, that's 141 together. And then you have over here again Hey and Hey, which is 151 together. So with this, when you say Kach lecha samim, you have in mind the word samim is gematria of this, Kuf Nun Aleph, Elkanah, Kuf Nun Aleph, which stands for the gematria of the salvation name, Ekeh, in a milui format. And with this you have in mind, Leha'alot, Tiferet, Taf, it stands for Tiferet, it's in the short version. Venetzach, the kol echad mipartzufei Ak, then Ari Chanpin, Abba ve'ima, Izun, Mikol Noga, the Kol Olam, from every Noga. If you remember, we spoke about there's 7 Hechalot, 7 places, you can call it, in every Olam of Abiyah, of Atzilut, Bria, Yitzira, Asiyah. And Noga stands for the Hechal, which is corresponding to Sfirat Netzach, where Moshe Rabbeinu is located. The corresponding to Moshe Rabbeinu. That's the Noga that we're talking about over here. Okay. Then it says the Kol Olam de Abiyah Yechaven. And when you said the word Kach lecha samim, so whenever you are saying this word samim, have in mind this name, La'alot, Tiferet, Venetzach, elevate Tiferet and Netzach, which is from the 10 Sfirot, is the 6th one and then the 7th one. The Kol echad mipartzufei, from all the partzufim of Ak ve'Ari Chanpin ve'Abba ve'Ima ve'Zun mikol Noga, from a place called. Okay, we made a different stender, make it easier on my hand. Okay, so we left off over here. Yechaven, that's the name you're supposed to have known. You said the word samim, which stands for, if you remember, it just says Vehu yotze mihiluf samim be'ayak. If you remember, there is a system called ayak, when samech, which is 60, stands for vav, which is 6. Then you have the mem, which is 40, stands for 400, which is taf. Then you have the Yud, which is 10, stands for Kuf, which is the 100 year. And you have that Mem, Stuma, turns into Mem, Ptucha, which is the Mem over here. So over here on the bottom of it, it gives you the whole exchange of the Ayak. Tells you where is it taking it from, in Shara Kavanot, in Taf Yud Daled, in Amud Aleph. And on the previous page, it gave you all the breakdown, how the ayak is working. Over here it gives in letter Gimel, So he says, Otchet of Kach over here, in the previous pages we had, is in Ayak, it's Pei, Het is 8, Pei is 80. Then Lamed of Lecha is, in Ayak, Lamed is 30, turns into Shin, and like that. So the singulars, numbers, changing into the tens, and the tens could change into the hundreds. And like this, they are exchangeable in order to form those Kabbalistic names over here. The whole Torah is full of codes. So Arizal is expanding on those codes, explains those codes. So that's the name that is hidden behind this name in the system of called Ayak. That's what he writes here, Ayak. Okay, גם מכוון that this name, Gematria of Mem Ivav, Mem and Vav is 46, Taf Kuf is 500. And he says, what are these Mem, Taf, Kuf, Vav? Well, what are they? Mem, Taf, Vav, and Kuf. Well, what are they? He says they are the Milui of Shem Av and Mem, which is Mem Vav. So if you look, the Milui is the inner letters. So in the God's name, Yud, Ke, Vav, Ke, of Av system, which is you opening Hey, Yud, instead of Hey, Aleph, or Hey, Hey, you're opening it as Hey, Yud. And the Vav is Vav, Yud, Vav, not just Vav, Vav, or Vav, Aleph, Vav, right? And then you have Hey, Yud again. So if you're counting just the inner letters, which is Vav, Daled, which is 6, Vav is 6, Daled is 4, this is 10. You have again another Yud is 10, the inner letters, right? Not the God's name letters itself, the ones that are go inside. Then you have Vav, Yud, Vav. The Yud, Vav is the inner ones, which is 10, Vav and 6, it is 6. Then you have Hey Yud, the Yud is 10. So let's add together, 6 and 4 is 10, plus 10 is 20, 30, 40, 6. That's the Mem and Vav of this name. See, Mem and Vav. They are the outer letters over here. Mem is 40, Vav is 6. So you have, that's the 46. And then you have Milui, the Ribua of Kasa, which is Tafkuf, which is 500. So what is Milui de Ribua? It says you're taking this Aleph and you are going inner, deeper inside. So Aleph is going to be Aleph, Aleph, Hey, right? If you write God's name, Ekyeh, Ribua means going letter, and then 2 letters, and then 3 letters, and then 4 letters. So here's Aleph of the name Ekyeh. Then you have 2 letters, Aleph and then Hey. Then you have 3 letters, which is Aleph, Hey, and then Yud. Then there you have 4 letters, which is Aleph, Hey, and then Yud, and Hey, which is Ekyeh. That's Ekyeh in the open format. It's called Milui. So says the Ari, if you'll take the inner letters of this Milui, it's called Milui de Ribua of Kasa. Milui of Ribua. So Lamed is 30. Pei is 80. That's already, we have 110 over here in total, 110. Plus another 110 over here. Another 110 over here. Another 110 over here. That's already 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 110 is 440. Right, let's keep the numbers over here, 440. Then you have Yud, which is 10. Another Yud, which is 10. Vav Dalet together, it's 10. Yud is 10. Vav Dalet together, it's 10. And another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens we have. Right? So add 440 plus 4 plus 60 is exactly 500. So that's the 500, which is Taf, 400, and Kuf, which is 100. So that's exactly, it says, the secret of the inner letters of Ekyeh Beribua. They are forming the Taf and Kuf. And this is the name that the Satan gave over to Moshe Rabbeinu that is able to stop death. A person having this kavanot strong enough and understand what he's doing, is able mamash to stop the death. The death is the lack of rapach nitzotzin to be elevated. That's when we say Rofe, Chole, Amo Israel. The Arizal says over here, Rofe is Reish, Chole is Chet, Amo Israel is Ayin and Yud. Ayin and Yud is 70 and 10, which is paid together, which is the Rapach. That's what we are praying during the time that we are saying, Refa'enu Adonai v'nirafeh, Oshe'enu v'nivasheh, Akiti ilatenu ata. When a person is praying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, especially is doing it in the Bet Knesset, especially is doing it with Kavanot, this is bringing a big level of bracha to his life. And to his all Am Yisrael also. We all united, we all together. That's the inner over here. Okay, so it's the Samim. Now we're going to Nataf. At the beginning you're looking, wow, Rabbi, you just told us about 10 minutes of just explanation of the word Samim. It's going to take us forever to have all this kavanot. So the answer is, all depends of practice. It's called in English, practice makes perfect. So we're practicing it, Be'ezrat Hashem will make it perfect. So the next word, nataf. Nataf is leha'alot. Have in mind, it says, when you say the word nataf, tet, nataf. All right, tet is closer to ayn in our throat. Nataf, like this. You're trying to do T and ayn at the same time. You get to nataf with tet, not with taf, not nataf, nataf. Okay, leha'alot, hod. Now have in mind, before we were elevating tiferet and netzach. Now we are left out with hod. We have still hod to do. So, nataf, have in mind to elevate hod of every one of the partsufim. Ak, arich anpin, which is keter, abba and ima, which is chokhmah bina, vezun. Zun is the last last 6 ones plus the nukva. Together are the last 7, which is from chesed all the way to malchut. All the way to Malchut. Mikol Noga, of the Noga of every olam of Abiyah. Atzilut, Bria, Yetzira, Asiya. And now, have in mind, Yechaven, he says, this name. What is this name? Vu Yotze Mimilat Nataf, Bechiluf Adbash. And here the system is not Ayak, like we had the system over here. Remember, Vu Yotze Michiluf Ayak. This name was hidden, coded in that system, and the following name is coded in this system, Adbash. If you remember over here on the side, we gave you all the Aleph means Taf, Bet means Shin, Gimel means Reish, all the way down till over here, see, all the way to Taf, and like this it goes up. So Aleph is Taf, Bet and Shin, etc. They are interchangeable. That's the system called Adbash. Okay, so if you're taking Nun, Nun is Tet. So that's the first. You see the nun here is the tet here. And the tet, and the second one is nun. That's the nun over here. And pei is vav. That's the vav. Pei is vav. That's the vav over here. Okay? So here we have 2 notes. Ot bet and ot gimel. Let's see on the bottom. I'm going to move a little bit of page, you'll see. Okay, so over here, שאר הכוונות דף י"ד, כתב, וגם תכוון כי הוא בגימטריה מילוי ההוויה דיודין. אשר באבא העולה אב ומילוי מ"ו, גם הוא בגימטריה מילוי שם אקיה בריבוע דיודין, אשר באמא העולה תקמ"ד ומילוי תק, וזהו שם תק and then מו, הנזכר, וכן הביא להלכה למעשה כסף הכיפורים. So he basically brings a proof, source to whatever he just said over here, מקור. Okay, that's bet. The gimel נקודו יוצא לך סמים או מין בינה זין, שאר הכוונות שם. So he says this, the nekudot, where we get this nekudot of the letter gimel, the note that we have over here. Where do we get this kavanot from? The otiyot, the letters that we have over here. The nekudot, I mean to say, the nekudot that we have over here. Where we got it from? From, it says שאר הכוונות tells you exactly. It's this word. Bina za. So Bina za. That's where we got it from. Which is Sheva, Kamat, Patach. Okay? Ushchelet. Fourth word. Now if you remember over here on the side, he's telling you what you have to have in mind on Yom Gimel, which is Tuesday of the week. You're supposed to have this name in mind. And on Wednesday, which is Yom Daled, you're supposed to have this nekudot in mind. And if you remember, all this came from the nekudot of the pasuk, kach lecha. So here we have kach Patach, that's the first word in the pasuk, which is Patach, the God's name, which is Yud-Ke, Vav-Ke, in an Adbash format, is going to be Patachim. Then the second word in the pasuk is Lecha, and then Kamatz. So all the, it's going to be Sheva Kamatz, it's going to be Sheva Kamatz. That's the second word. That's the third word in the pasuk, Samim. Okay, so the third word in the pasuk is Samim. Samim stands for, the Nikudot, if you see, it is Patach, Chirik. So that's a God's name over here, and the Adbash system is going to be, for the third day, which is Tuesday, Patach, Chirik, Patach, Chirik. Those are the Nikudot. Now we're in the fourth one, which is Kamatz, Nataf, right? Nataf, which is Kamatz and Kamatz. So therefore, it's going to be Kamatz. That's the fourth word in the pasuk. Is the secret of the fourth day of the week, which is Wednesday. That's the name of God that is taking effect. Shefa is coming down through this. Then we have the fifth word, Ushhelet. Ushhelet, you have Shuruk, Sheva, Tzere, Segol. Shuruk, Sheva, Tzere, Segol. That's the way it's going to go over here. Okay? Now it says, when you said the word Ushhelet, now you're elevating Yesod of every one of the Partsufim of Ak, Arich Anpin, Abba Inima, and Zun. Mikol Noga. Again, you're dealing with Noga, which is the Hechal of Moshe Rabbeinu, which is the where Netzach is located. And if you are talking in the Sfirot, that's the same location of the Hechal Noga. The Kol Olam de Abiyah Yechaven, and this you have to have in mind. It says that's the name we have over here, and the name over here is in a third system that Arizal reveals to us to uncode the codes we have in the Torah is Albam. What is Albam? In the middle. Not all the way down from Aleph till Taf. Not all the way from Aleph till Taf. Rather, Aleph till Lamed. And then Mem till Taf. So it means Aleph Al. Aleph is Lamed. Bet is Mem. Gimel is Nun. Fourth word, letter, Daled, is the fourth letter, Samech, etc. That's how you break down the Albam system. Okay? So over here you have Vav is the sixth letter. If you're counting the sixth letter from Lamed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Pei. So this is Vav, sixth letter. It's going to be sixth letter. And the Albam system, Pei. Then we have Shin. Shin is over here, the second one from the bottom. Taf Shin, right? It's going to be the second one from the bottom. Chaf Yud. Chaf is the last one of that. You're breaking it to from Aleph till Chaf, and then from Lamed till Taf. That's the Albam system. So now the Shin is the second one from the bottom. It's going to be Yud, which is the second one from the bottom here. That's the Yud we have over here. Then Het is the eighth one from the top. It's going to be the eighth one from the top, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kuf. That's the Kuf, perfect. Aleph is Lamed, first one here, first one here. Taf, which is the last one in the system of Albam, it's going to be the last one in that system, which is Chaf. Yeah, so that's the secret name of Ushhelet. That's the name you're supposed to have in mind. In some Kabbalistic Sidurim, they give it to you in a very short way. Those Kabbalistic Sidurim, you should know, they are only a way to remind the real Mekubalim, in short, what they're supposed to have in mind. The regular people that does not understand the Kabbalah so deep, thinking that's the only Kavanah you're supposed to have in mind. But Be'emet, there is deeper to it. So when you say, Ushhelet, Kach lecha samim, nataf, ushhelet, now you have in mind to elevate Yesod of Kol Partzuf of Ak, Arich Anpin, Abba Enima, and Zun, of every Olam of Noga, the Kol Olam de Abiyah. So the same way you're dealing with Noga of every world of Abiyah. Abiyah means Atzilut, Bria, Yitzira, Asiyah, and every one of them there is the Hechal called Noga. You're elevating the Partzufim which are not one partsuf, you're elevating. Remember, partsuf is group of sfirot. So you're elevating Ak, Ari Hanpin, Abba and Ima, and Zun. Basically, the entire 5 partsufim we have over there, you're elevating of Sfirat Yesod that located in Noga of every world of Abia, Atzilut, Bira, Yetzirah, Asiya. Okay, and then we're going to the next one. The next one is the 6th word in the Pasuk. Vehel Bena, right? Frankincense. Hel Bena. Oh no, it's Levona is frankincense. That's another type of spice we have. Vehel Bena. 6th word over here corresponds to the 6th day. If you're reading it on Friday, you're supposed to have this name in mind, which is Sheva Segol, Sheva Kamatz. Sheva Segol, they made together. Sheva Segol, Sheva, right? Sheva, Kamatz. So here you have Sheva, Kamatz. That's the 6th word corresponding to the 6th day, which is Friday, the 6th day. And over there you have in mind, he says, Hel Bena, Im HaKolel, together with the word itself, Gimatria, this name, El, and then Ado, and then Nai. If you remember, we had that name to deal with during Chanukah. That's the name was at the entrance of our door. When we say you're supposed to put it in the entrance of your door, remember the Tefach, the first Tefach closer to your doorpost, the menorah of Chanukah, across the mezuzah. Remember, that's the place we put it. So El stands with 31, El, and then Adon, the Nai is Aleph Daled is 5, Nun is 50, Yud is 10. You get together 65. 65 plus 31, what'd you get? 96, very good. 96. They are 96. So it says if you take the word Vehel Bena, when you read, Vav is 6, Het is 8, you get together 14. Lamed is 30, you get together 44. Bet is 2, Nun is 50, 46 and 50 is 96 plus 5. No, hold on. Without the Vav, sorry. He told me Hel Bena. So the Vav is eliminated. So we were 96 minus 6 is 90. And this is He is 5. You get 95. Ima Kolel with the word itself is another one. It's going to be 96. So the letter Ve, Hel Bena, Ve is just a connecting letter. So it says when you come to Gematria, you do not connect that Va, Ve. You just count the word itself, Hel Bena, which is going to be 96, which brings out the light of God's name, El, and then Ado, and then Nai. He says all this, you're not saying it, you're supposed to think about it, right? That's over here. Leha'alot, and with this name, you are elevating the Malchut. You're elevating the Malchut. Now we did over here Tiferet and Netzach, we did Hod, we did Yesod, we left out with Malchut. The Kol Had Mi Partzufeh, of every one of the Partzufim, of Ak, Abba and Ima, Ari Hanpin, which is the Keter, Abba and Ima, and the Zun, again, the last 7 one, it's called Zun, of every Noga, Mikol Noga, the Kol Olam, the Abia, of every world of Abia, Atzilut, Bria, Yetzirah, Asiya. ויכוון, כי היא רומזת למיתוק 5 גבורות, כי חיל בנה, חלב, you have over here the word, you see, חיל, חלב. So it says halav, those 3 letters of the word hel bena, עניינו מיתוק 5 גבורות. He said, what is halav? Sweeten up the blood, turns into milk, right? What is milk product of? Blood. The judgment, which is blood, sweetened up. It didn't eliminate, didn't cancel, it didn't stop to exist. The blood, the liquid, the substance blood, turned into milk. That's what milk is, right? In the cow, the blood of the cow turns into milk. In the mother, the blood that there is in the body, the uterus had a lot of blood when the baby was pregnant, the baby was inside, right? Now all this blood that the uterus has, Hashem makes a miracle, turns the blood of the uterus into milk for the lady. And that's what heals the lady also. How merciful Hashem is. They say that the doctors say that ladies that are breastfeeding have less issues with their uterus after pregnancy, because the uterus goes back to its place through the sucking of the milk of the baby. When the baby is suckling the milk from the mother's breast, he is pushing up the uterus to its original place. Look how HaKadosh Baruch Hu made it. So from the extra blood that there is in the uterus, there's a lot of blood there, providing all these minerals and vitamins to the baby. The Hashem makes a miracle, turning that blood changing it to milk, to take care of the child when a child needs the sustenance. So what is blood? Gvurot. Hashem turns the blood into chesed. What is the color of blood? Red. What's the color of milk? White. That's the chesed. That's it says mituk. He didn't annul the blood from the world. He didn't make her just dump all the blood in the toilet. He turned the blood into milk. That's called mituk. Chamisha gevurot. That's what stands over here. Hey Gimel stands for Chamisha gevurot. Ki halav of hel bena inyano mituk. It means to tell you mituk. Chamisha gevurot. 5 gevurot. Haremuzim beot hey. That they are hinted. Where is 5 gvurot? Hinted in the word hel bena in the letter hey. Hel bena. You see over here that hey? Shel hel bena. Kol ahad kelula. Me'eser haremuzim beot nun shel hel bena. And it says every one of them says if you tell it taking the word hel be halav or the word hel bena is milk, right? Halav. So what is the nun and the hey? It says the nun and the hey stands for chamisha gevurot, 5 gevurot, 5 judgments, which is the bloods, right? Representing. And in all 10 sfirot, 5 times 10, it turns to 50. That's the nun. What's the gematria of nun? 50. Okay. Till here was the second part of our kavanot of the ketoret class. Next time, we'll find another opportunity to continue with the next one. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen ve'amen.